Good morning, everybody, or good day whenever you're watching, either live or archive. Thank you for stopping by. As I now have a playlist on this channel, movie reviews, reactions to trailers, movie trailers, and trailers are just reactions as well. If I do get the technology and the equipment or app or whatever I need to be able to do regular reactions, the right way, I guess, so to speak, as some people call it the right way. There's never really true a right way to react to something if you want to do it just with volume or with sound or with your TV there or with whatever. I guess for viewing purposes and pleasure, it's better with the regular way, but whatever. Either way, if I do have the ability and capability, I might start doing that and reacting to really anything. Trailers to TV shows, the upcoming episodes, 2 episodes themselves, and many other things. But anyways, um, part of that playlist, like I said, now of reactions and whether movie trailer reactions or whatever, and reviews of movies. I want to have that here. Also talk about classic movies that I love, movies that are my favorites. I've watched many movies over my lifetime, obviously. Um, and I just want to talk about the 2 of them. Here, this video is going to be the 13 going on 30, my favorite movie of all time. And then my second favorite being The Godfather. Those 2 movies, out of any other movie that I own, any other movie that I've seen in theaters or otherwise, would be ones that I wouldn't mind watching over and over again for 24 hours straight. I really wouldn't. And maybe at some point it'll get boring, or at some point, maybe not boring, but at some point it'll get repetitive. At some point, if I do that, watch 13 going on 30 or any of the Godfather series. At some point, I'll watch it so much and looping away that in that 24 hours I'll learn the lines and almost know it frame by frame, piece by piece, if I'm watching it for 24 hours straight. But still, 13 going on 30 and the Godfather series would be my 2 favorites of all time. This one specifically talking about 13 going on 30. Like I said, a great movie. I love movie. 80s music. I was not born in the 80s. I was 90s kid. I was born technically in the late 80s. I was born in 1988, but obviously grew up in the 90s kid. But I still am drawn to 80s music. Like I really enjoy them. More than the 90s, I would probably say not, but closer than I thought it actually would be. Or it's not that, I'm a 90s kid. I'm always representing the 90s. I always say the 90s is the best in WWE, pro wrestling, NFL, music, and all that other stuff. But in music here, the 80s actually are closer than those other aspects to the 90s. So this movie, 13 going on 30, being of the 80s, kind of an 80th century kind of movie, being at that time, and that music, not a bad thing for me. Like I said, I enjoy 80s music, and I really enjoyed this movie for what it was, and the music in itself, singing along and all that other stuff. The story of best friends, and then her basically becoming this kind person after the circumstances abound, and she makes a wish. She wants to be 30, flirty, and thriving. I think that's how that went. But anyways, and in that, and she's 30-year-old woman in her apartment. She's all confused, like what the heck's going on. And she realizes that her wish came true, and it also teaches you like you want something, especially as kids. You want to grow up so fast. You want to be independent. You want to, you think you know what's going on. You think you have the world by the cojones, but you don't. That's why when you get older, you wish you were a kid again, sort of thing. It's like a reverse thing. Because that was a time where there was no stresses or worries or expectations or really, stuff like that. So, and this one saying, okay, be careful what you wish for. Now she's an adult working at a fashion company. She was popular in high school after making the wish and whatever, and fast forwarding through her childhood and young in her 20s, pretty much too. And just how with her best friend, they're reconnecting, talking. He's getting married. Jake expresses his friendly expresses for the forum. But how those things go, and in the end, they're together. So it was a great movie from start to finish. Music awesome, and like I said, it is my favorite movie of all time for a reason. I do like romantic comedies and romantic movies. Period. Romantic comedies. And you put them both together. They're in a movie like this. It's going to be one of my favorites. Or it's going to be something that I'm really going to enjoy, and won't mind enjoying many times I want. You know what I mean? And 13 going on 30, to be quite honest, is always like my go-to movie, like for first dates. If I have, when I have first dates and stuff like that. If we're not going out, um, because that's something to introduce them and see what they think of it. You don't have to love it. Each person is entitled to their opinion. They can dislike it or think it's okay, not be on the hype train or so happy for it that I am. But that's usually why I usually have that for my first dates, because I want to see what they've done, and from that you actually learn a bit from them, even with the reaction to a movie like this, with the romantic comedy movie, if that makes sense, in a psychological kind of think way as well. So, like I said, all in all, best movie of all time to me that I've seen. At least best movie of all time in the romantic comedies, and just in that genre. But overall, it is too, because like I said, that one I don't want mine watching over and over again for 24 hours or however long. It's just great. And now it's on Netflix, so I do sometimes watch it a couple times in a row, or once a day, or whatever. Sometimes in the past when it's been on Netflix. So definitely, if you haven't already checked it out, because it's been on for a while, but give it a shot. 13 going on 30. Try it for a date. You'll be surprised. You might be surprised how good it is. We already know how good it is, so definitely give it a shot. So thanks to those who watch it live, watch an archive. Just want to give my my review and my take on one of my favorite movies, a classic movie, 13 and going on 30. Trying to think if there's anything else to point out. No. But as always, take care.